Okay. Like to call the September 19th, 2022 St. John Board of Safety meeting to order. We could do the Pledge of Allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we get started, I wanted to mention the passing of Beth Lukatic. She was a 911 dispatcher for the town of St. John for over 23 years, and was most recently with the Cherville and Cedar Lake departments. She was 48 years old and a lifelong resident of Crown Point. And for that, I would like to turn comments over to Chief Flores.
Yes, I just again would pay our respects to Beth, a moment of silence for her. And also today, the Richmond, Indiana police officer, Sierra Burton, passed away. She was shot 5 weeks ago on a traffic stop, and she was on life support for a while. She was an organ donor, so they kept her on that for that purpose. And I believe they took her off life support, and she lasted, like I said, a couple weeks fighting. Today she lost her life, so I'd like to take a moment of silence for Beth and Officer Burton.
Yes, could we observe a moment of silence, please?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, first on the agenda,
We
approval
didn't do
of...
roll call.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Amy. Go ahead.
Okay. Patrick Moran,
Here.
Robert Kometz,
Here.
Raymond Paradiso,
Here.
Chief Flores,
Here.
Chief Leduc,
Here.
Michael Schilling is absent, and Attorney Decker,
Here.
and Joe Wizawati.
Here.
All right, sorry, we're out of order. I need a motion to approve the minutes for August 15th, 2022.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Ray Paradiso and seconded by Rob Commence. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, monthly reports, Fire Department, Chief Leduc.
Thank you. For the month of August, we had 133 total patient contacts. Of those patient contacts, 71% were transports. Of those 71%, 79 of those were ALS 1s, 3% were ALS 2, 18% were BLS. The lion's share of our contacts again were our residents, 72%, 28% non-resident. Franciscan Crown Point was our 39%, our biggest hospital we transported to, followed by Franciscan Dyer, and Munster Community is our third. And then money generated for this month, $106,202.45. Total money is received $62,558.48. As for the fire side, we had a total of 183 total incidents. Again, the vast majority of those incidents do occur in our corporate limits of the town, 144 in the part of town that has a St. John mailing address, 13 in the Dyer portion of town, 6 in the Crown Point portion of town, and 1 in the Cedar Lake portion of town. We had 8 total calls in the contracted amount to the township, and we had 11 calls to mutual aid departments. Yesterday, we did have mutual aid with Dyer Fire for a big fire in the township off 91st. We had a total of about 37 different departments there, so it was a rather big fire. So that's it.
That's it? Okay. Chief Flores.
Okay, from August 1st, 2022 through August 31st, 2022, the members of St. John Police Department logged 24,832 miles, responded to 633 law incidents. The investigation of these incidents led to 25 arrests with 53 charges being filed. There were 291 traffic citations issued, excuse me, along with 386 written warnings for a total of 677 citations being issued during the month. Vehicle thefts totaled 0. Other thefts totaled 7,550. Recovered property totaled 750. A large majority of that total theft amount was a smash and grab that we had at the Shell gas station at 231 and 41. In the middle of the night, car pulled up, smashed the front window out, and stole a bunch of cash, tobacco products, so on and so forth. So that was the large chunk of that. And some of the stuff we did recover on other cases. And that's it.
The old business, Chief Leduc?
If you recall, last month I brought a few general orders in front of you. The one that I'm bringing back is the promotional process and eligibility list. Per your suggestion, on page 4, one of the updates last month was I had 1 to 2 commission members if available, deputy fire chief and fire chief. That didn't change, but on page 6, we had a little bit of redundancy and clarification, administrative interview. So I basically said an oral assessment is to be part of the promotional process as outlined by page 4. So those were the changes that you suggested, and they're reflected in this document in front of you. I'm looking for a motion if you guys approve to amend this general order.
Is everybody ready for the motion?
No, I want to look this over
Okay.
for a minute. Okay.
Okay, so I'd be looking, I did read it, and it looks really good, Chief, so I'm gonna put forth a motion to approve 4.06, the promotional process, and 4.07, the promotional eligibility list. I'm looking for a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, the motion was made by Ray Paradiso and seconded by Rob Commence. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen. That's all I had for today.
Police Department.
Okay, I sent an email to you gentlemen in regards to our eligibility list that we had started the process on. We handed out 46 applications. Out of those 46, 24 were returned. And out of those 24, we eliminated 8 because the applications were filled out correctly, or there was documents that were missing that were required to be turned in with the application packet. So we're down to 16. So we sent letters out to those candidates, letting them know that they're moving on to the next step. We got those letters out last week. It was last week, right, Amy, on Friday? No, Thursday or Friday. So we got those out. So the agility test will be October 1st at Clark Middle School at 9 a.m. And then the written test, whoever passes that, will be on October 15th, 9 a.m. at our station in the basement, our training room. So, and then the interviews, tentatively, we're looking probably to first or second week in November, and then have a list generated and presented to you at your November meeting. So everything's going pretty well with it, so that's it.
Does anybody have, any chiefs have new business?
The only new business I have, and I've neglected to put on there, we did receive a federal grant, the AFG grant, for a total of $490,000 for SCBA's. I believe Joe mentioned that or emailed it out to everybody, but I just want you guys to know and thank you for your support on that and help.
Yeah, I did read that, and it was a good of you and your team to get that together. I guess you worked with Dyer on that, according to the press release?
Yeah, it was a joint grant between us and the Dyer Fire Department.
Okay.
Good job on that.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Anything else?
I have nothing.
Public comment? That'd be a no.
No.
Okay, I'll make a motion. I'd like to have a motion to adjourn the meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Motion to adjourn is made by Rob Commence and seconded by Ray Paradiso. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? No. Meeting adjourned.